Oh, are those your bags? Oh, okay.
You don't have a bag back there?
Oh, don't worry. We're good. We're good. Please.
Out for a hike today?
Yeah. Morning.
Nice. Yeah, it's so good.
So you guys are hiking or you're climbing?
Climbing.
So I have a question. We hikers come out sometimes 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning. Out here, what time do you guys, what's a good time to start?
It depends. Early is better.
Yeah.
With shade or sun already? Because over
Depends on
next
how
door
cold
in the
it
Black
is.
Corridor, we walk through there early and people are already there.
That corridor is like, you don't get too much sun, so it doesn't really matter what time.
Oh.
But this, ideally, is like not as much sun. But if you hit it early, and this, like, the sun hasn't heated the rock as much, it's fine.
So as long as the sun hasn't heated the rock, you're
Right.
good. That's better. That's a better start.
But you can still climb it. What happens is your hands get greasy on it if it's too hot.
Ah,
You're
okay.
gonna climb right here?
Oh gosh, I can't watch.
Can't you see the natural path?
Are you kidding? I don't know. I see a natural path to death.
Don't worry, we have room.
No. No.
I tell my mom the same thing.
I saw, my wife is a hiker like me, but I tend to go a little bit more risky. Not this risky, but I said, you know,
I think I'll do Via Ferrata.
Huh?
I think someday I'll do Via Ferrata in Italy. Have you heard
Which
about
one?
Via Ferrata? Via Ferrata?
Is that up in the Dolomites?
It's
Northern?
yeah, it's more in the. I think I don't know where
You
it
use
is.
ropes?
It's crazy. Yeah, ropes.
I'm
and,
going
yeah.
there in
I'm doing
the end of August.
Oh, really? Okay.
We're going to hike the Dolomites.
Nice. I will probably
And
get your experience after
yeah.
because that's in my list as
And
well.
a couple of years ago, 2 years ago, we did Mont Blanc. We started in France and went all the way around Mont Blanc, and we were, again, the glaciers are there. But we went in the summer, but it's, you start in France, Switzerland, Italy, and back to France, all the way around the mountain.
You did not
110
go
miles.
up to the
Oh,
top?
yeah.
You went to the top as well?
It's like climbing out of Grand Canyon every day.
Wow.
Yeah, no, it was a hard hike. 106 miles in 10 days.
Wow.
But we had a group that transported our luggage, and we had a nice place to stay with good food and whatever at the end of every day. We went in comfort so that at the end of a hard day, you didn't have to, backpack your, we weren't carrying a big backpack. We were carrying just a day pack.
Day pack, okay.
And then they transferred us.
Like how much does the whole guided tour cost?
It was very reasonable. I can't remember. There were, I think, about 6 of us. I want to say mine was under $2,000.
Not bad.
But
With food.
it was through Mac Adventure,
Left the theaters, and then they brought it back up.
and when we do the Dolomites,
Nomination of the Academy.
we're gonna kind of take their book. We're gonna be self-guided because one of the guys that's planning it, and he has property in Croatia. He's from Croatia, so he's gonna have a car there. So we don't need somebody to transfer our luggage. So what we're gonna do is we'll stay in certain cities for like 3 days, 2-3 nights, and then hike around there, and then go on to the next town. And
Dolomites. Because
Yeah.
they're all like different mountains.
right. So what our plan is, like, there's another girl that I rappel with that she had asked me if I wanted to do Iceland the second week in September. So I'm trying to work it so that I can go to Venice for a couple days, then hook up with my group to do the Dolomites, and then go on to Iceland.
Iceland is magical. I'm taking a group next year, March.
To Iceland?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's,
a hiking group?
Yeah, a small group. It's more of an adventure thing.
Yeah.
And I have a playlist about all the hikes there are. Nothing is like super crazy though. If you want to go like long hikes, there are.
Yeah.
But you get bored. So it's like a hike to do hike, right?
Yeah, right.
But that's not what it is.
Yeah.
But there are some
Well, that thing you're talking about, John Pizzazzo, do you know him, John? I rappel with him. Well, anyway, he said, "Oh, you got to do this, but you need ropes and all this." And
Where?
in the Dolomites,
Oh, okay.
in northern Italy.
Yeah, that's called Via Ferrata.
Yes.
And
So I may end up doing that by myself when we're there, because the other two people I'm going with are, one's afraid of heights and the other one just wouldn't do it, I don't think.
that one will put some chills in my bone
Yes,
for sure.
that's what I've heard. But when you get to the top, it's supposed to be the most amazing views.
Yeah.
Now, when we did Mont Blanc, there were only 2 of the 6, me and another guy, that could do 2 or 3 days the extreme, climbing the chains and stuff. The other part of the group wouldn't do it. So I just have to be sure, you don't want to do anything like that on your own. You want to have somebody with you. So I don't know if I can talk my one buddy. I know the one gal that's going is not going to do it. She's afraid of heights. She will not do it. She wouldn't even she finally did it, but she was afraid to take the cable car up.
So
And I was the one when we got up to on the Mont Blanc, they were parasailing down. I wanted to parasail, but my group didn't want me to leave the group. So that's one of my biggest regrets right now, is that I didn't parasail down.
one of the guy I met during Kilimanjaro trip, he said about he paraglides down the Dolomites. So he goes up.
I might be able to do it then.
But do you have experience paragliding and all?
No. I've skydived.
He does it by himself. He said like he'll just
Yeah, I
carry
don't
the
think
gear.
there's much to it.
He takes the gear, and then when he goes up, he just puts it on and then glides it down. And I'm like, okay.
No, I would do
He's
that.
a pilot.
But my group that I rappel with out here, they're thinking about doing some paragliding here. I guess there's a place in Jean.
Here?
Yeah. So we're thinking about, so maybe I'll try it here a couple times before I go off the Dolomites,
Yeah, that's actually, with my knee, I don't want to like really hike the Dolomites. I want to do the paragliding as well.
Yeah.
But
Have you ever gone skydiving?
I'm gonna do it this March. I'm going to Dubai,
I loved it.
and I'm gonna jump. I'm afraid of heights, but I'll jump.
Oh yeah.
Right now,
Well, you have to be with somebody anyway on you. You've got to be with a group.
I thought we're worth it.
You can't jump by yourself.
One is
Maybe in Kilimanjaro
Titanic,
you can,
those were
but
3
no,
hours.
Kilimanjaro, there's
I
no
didn't know-
jumping.
and the
There,
other one was
that's
Avatar.
it's just
I
climbing
didn't
that
even know 3
mountain.
hours had gone by.
no, I'm talking
was
for
so
skydiving.
They were fine?
Oh, you want to climb the mountain? I jumped out of a plane.
Yes, Avatar.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
In Dubai. though.
Okay.
Yeah, but not in Kilimanjaro. There's nothing like
I
that.
don't know where
You
we're
have to sit on the
going.
big screen, you got to
Oh,
see
you
the
were saying
city.
Dubai.
I saw the first one. 8 years go by, I think, and then they're doing the second one. And it went out to the theaters, and now it's
Mount
streaming.
Blanc,
Yeah.
is it the tallest in Europe, or the Matterhorn is the tallest?
I don't think it was the tallest.
Because the theater near me did
Matador.
show it in 3D,
I'm not
and I
sure.
wanted him to see it in 3D.
I probably knew that at the time, but
Yes,
Is it worth
have
like,
forgotten.
First one?
yes, it's good, but maybe not as good as the first one, but it's good.
It was unbelievable though.
Really?
Oh,
Okay.
It's good.
Is
the
the,
whole trip around
Now, to see
was
the
just
35
something else.
millimeter is
so then when did you actually climb to the top?
Yeah, and then there's a friend of mine that went afterwards that she went with the same group, but I'm sorry, she went with a different group, but they had to backpack and there were things they couldn't do because of the group size and because of the experience.
Huh.
Where we got to, like I said, we climbed the chains and there's different areas that unless you're experienced.
I don't have. I mean, I'm not as experienced as you guys for sure.
Like, have you done Havasupai Falls?
I'm doing it this July.
So, my grandson
Leanne and I just did it. And there's chains there. I mean, there were people crying.
I'm not too afraid of those chains though.
No, you probably wouldn't be. But the thing about it is they're wet because of the falls. You have to go down a wet. You just have to be a little experienced. Lean back like you're rappelling and hang on and get your feet into the wall. A lot of people just don't understand the idea. They're trying to climb down and they're slipping. And
Yeah.
we did it just.
Did you do?
Was it August, I think?
So when you did the Havasupai Falls, did you also go to all the way to Colorado River hike?
We couldn't. It was closed because of the rains. They had the flooding.
When did you guys go?
August.
August.
remember that red and blue.
Wasn't it August we did have a supai? Leanne, when was it? I don't
Yeah,
remember.
that was end of August. Yep.
But the confluence was closed.
Ah, confluence, yes.
That's after all the waterfall,
It
right?
had that, yeah,
When
those
you go
floods.
out that way, oh,
Yep,
because
it's
it was
past the
flooded?
wa- It's past the waterfalls, yeah.
It was closed because the water level was high?
Because there had been that Hurricane Irene, and there was too much water that had come down,
Flooded out certain areas
Yeah.
and it was just,
and some confluence is closed. Fortunately, they opened up Mooney the day we arrived. Mooney had been closed too for a few days.
The water is muddy. The waterfall is muddy because of the rain.
We didn't have any muddy water, but it does happen. Yes, it does happen. So I mean, I think it would have been really fun to see both the chocolate waterfall and the regular waterfall. And from what I understand,
The confluence is the place where you'll see the
Colorado River.
the merge of the
Yeah.
the blue and the mud.
Yep.
So what else did you do? Like other than the Mooney Falls and the Beaver Falls?
We did things no one else will ever do.
Oh, tell me.
Trust me.
Tell me, like what else?
I don't know if you.
It was the one thing when I got done, I said, there's not another friend that I have that would have done what Leanne did with me.
What is that? Like,
Well, first you backpack 10 miles in.
uh-huh.
Most people, they set up camp, they rest after a long
Yeah.
day of backpacking. Not us. Let's go look for this falls. Well, we run into a group of young people, 3 young people, and we said, well, we're looking for this falls. And they said, yeah, we are too. We were lost, underwater.
Underwater?
It was just an experience all in all.
the water was up to my neck.
Yes.
But did you guys reach the falls that you want to
We were
go?
on the opposite side. Eventually,
So there is a falls other than Mooney Falls. There's some of the.
We didn't know where we were, so we asked these 3 young
What is that fall name?
if they knew how to get there, and they said, well, we don't, but
we're
that's where
going.
we're going too, if you want to come along. So we did. We were way off. We were on the wrong side of the stream even.
I
And
fell,
we were going up cliffs and down cliffs and through water.
and we were coming down on something like this. My handheld broke. I fell on this young girl, and she goes, oh, I tried to stop you. I'm so sorry. I mean, nothing you could do. My handheld hold went. And we were, like Leanne said, water up to our necks. I went under. They grabbed I started going down. They grabbed my backpack. I mean, it was nobody our age. When I got back and posted pictures, I said, thank you to my friend Leanne, because I don't have another friend really in everybody I know that would do what we did. Well, then, you know what happened? So most people hike in, set up camp, rest, not us. We're gonna go explore and find this damn falls.
So that was
anyway,
the day we hiked down.
So, yep. So then the confluence is closed. So the next morning, I don't know, Leanne was up before I was, and I get out of my tent, and she goes, hey, since we've done all this, neither one of us are the type to sit around at camp all day.
Yeah.
She says, since we've done everything we can, what do you think about hiking out today? And I said, let me have my cup of coffee and then we'll talk about it. So she says, it's strictly up to you. And so I had coffee and I thought, yeah, I was thinking, what are we going to do? We've done it all. We're not going to go back down those chains.
We're not
and
going down to Mooney again. We're not
Yeah.
going to Beaver again.
We didn't leave there. Our mistake was, no kidding, John, we almost died. We did, didn't we, Leanne?
Yeah, seriously,
We
I had no
really
water. When we
seriously
got
did.
out, I had
What-
I didn't
We
have
ran
a
out of
speck
water.
of water left.
We left there at 8:15, and they say, if you're going to hike out, so we were in the switchbacks at full sun.
Plus,
and there
we
is
stopped a
no-
long time at the village.
We did.
She hadn't had breakfast before we left. She ate breakfast. She called her mom.
Yeah.
We spent probably an hour at the village.
Yeah,
We were stupid.
it was. Yeah.
Stupid.
The morning that we had to leave, that night I had a bunch of ladies come to my tent. They all brought their little chairs around. They said, what are we doing tonight? Because we're leaving tomorrow. And I said, why are you guys around my tent? Because you're the leader. So each of them, almost everyone had a bottle of wine. So they all drank their little bit of wine, and they went back to their tents, and I kept drinking. So